Brian, give us an overview, please.
Yeah, sure. Certainly a very tough loss. All right. I give credit to Florida. They got a really good lineup, and they stayed in it and certainly put some big-time swings on the ball in the ninth inning. They're a dangerous lineup. I thought Nick Parker did a terrific job of battling, and he was at about 90 pitches, and it was time to make the change, and they did a tremendous job against our bullpen. I have zero regret. Jake Berry has done the job for this team all year long. He's been tremendous when we've had a lead and closed games out for us, and they did a terrific job against him and got his pitch count up and executed very, very well. So certainly a challenging road in front of us, but we'll regroup at practice tomorrow and be ready to go on Sunday, and looking forward to that opportunity we have.
Guys, can I remind you to take your hats off, please? Yeah, helps the video a little bit. Okay, let's open it up for questions. First for the student athletes only, and we'll start right here. Give us your name and affiliation.
Jeff White, VirginiaSports.com. For Griff, obviously a tough way to lose. What will be the key to putting this behind you and getting ready to go Sunday?
This team has bounced back all year long. We showed it in Supers after going down the first game. Just the way that this team comes together and fights, it's been one of our key morals all year long, and it's something that we talk about all the time. And it's just one thing about our team is that we're just, we're not going to go down without a fight. So I think getting back tomorrow and practice and, getting our plan ready for Sunday, I think we'll be good to go.
Okay, next question. Come on, guys. They're here. Jeff.
For Nick, they have a tough lineup, obviously. What you were very effective. What was working for you today, particularly?
Today I thought was a grind for me. They have a good offense, and kind of fell behind early, but just found a way. And this point of the year, it's just finding a way, any way possible. Keep moving forward.
Okay, next question for the players, please. Okay, Jake.
Jake McKeever, College Baseball Central. Griff, can you talk about what it's like facing a guy that throws 100 and what your approach is at the plate?
He was great today. We haven't seen many guys with his stuff all year, and that's what makes this point of the year so awesome, is facing the best of the best. We knew we had quite a challenge ahead of us going into the game. I thought we did a good job of creating some havoc, and I thought he did a good job of making pitches. It was just iron sharpens iron, yeah.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, this is for Nick, I guess. Were you able to use the entire zone today against that offense, and do you think that's why you had as much success as you did kind of piling outs together? Yeah,
it felt like I did a good job of mixing in and out and making big pitches when I had to.
Hey, Jeff again.
If Florida cut it to 4-3, and then you got the RBI triple from Harrison to make it 5-3, what was kind of the mood among the players and the thinking at that point?
Yeah, Harrison Didowick has been huge for us all year, but as of late, he's really put together great at-bats every single time. So seeing someone like that who's in his freshman year in this stage come up like that was awesome. Just see the smile on his face, and the team obviously rallied behind him.
Okay, this will be the last question for the players. Jake.
Jake McKeever, College Baseball Central. Griff and Nick, you had the conference out in the outfield. What was kind of said in that conference?
Griff, you start.
Kind of what we talked about at the beginning, just this team has fought all year long. And obviously, no one wants to lose the first game, but it is what it is, and we're going to ride with our guys no matter what. So basically, we're not going to put blame or be down on ourselves. We're just going to get back to work.
Yeah, not ideal to lose the first one, but who cares, right? Going to come out, keep winning ball games, and that's what we're going to do.
Okay, guys, thank you. We'll see you on Sunday. Brian, you will be the home team on Sunday against TCU.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Guys,
we're all done.
guys, you can go. And now we're going to open it up for questions for Brian. Thanks, man. Okay, we'll start with Jeff again.
Brian, Florida had hit 129 home runs coming into the game.
Yeah.
You kept them from doing that early in the game. But how big a concern in the back of your mind was that?
It wasn't. Certainly, we're very aware of their aggressive offensive approach and their ability to hit the ball at the ballpark, and they did a great job with that in the final 3 innings. I thought Nick Parker battled. I didn't think he had his best stuff, but in the first part of the game, as the wind was blowing in a little bit, it's tough to really get a ball out of the ballpark. But they did it showed, their power showed, and their approach showed the back part of the game, and they did a great job. And certainly, you hit that many home runs, at some point it's going to show up. Hopefully when a couple of those solo shots that, other than the last one by Langford, I was, hoping that I'd rather have that than a 2 or 3 run home run. And so we managed around it, and we're still leading by a run. But Jake Berry just couldn't finish him off.
Kendall
Rogers, D1 Baseball. Brian is kind of looking back at like Langford last week, didn't have a hit in the 2 games at South Carolina. As a coach, when you see him come up in that situation, and you know how good he is, are you thinking like, geez, at some point, like he's got to break out of this, right?
Yeah, that's a good question, Kendall. I mean, I don't think about those things. I think about more, execution of pitches, and he did a great job. It appears to me on a 1-0 count that he sat on the changeup, and that's what Barry gave him, and that's the approach I'm talking about. That's what high quality hitters at the elite level do, and you have to execute with starting to get ahead in the count and then even executing that pitch. And he showed right there in that at bat how great of a player he is, and he's been a great player all year for Florida, and certainly rose up at the big moment when his team needed him.
Okay, next question, Jake.
Jake McKeever, College Baseball Central. Coach, you used 5 pitchers tonight. How do you feel about your bullpen going forward?
Certainly, I don't feel great about how we pitched out of our bullpen tonight. And, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag all year. But, the plan coming into the game is if we had a lead in the 8th inning was to go with Jake Berry. And that formula has worked for us a lot this year. I don't know for sure, but I would be surprised if all year that we've lost a game putting Jake Berry in the 8th inning or beyond with a lead. And so that said, when you're in the situation that we are on Sunday, we'll do whatever it takes to win that game to try to advance on to the next one. And, we have other guys that haven't been used that have done the job for us all year long. So it's going to take a collective effort by our entire group. Blanco and O'Connor didn't throw many pitches today, and we got several other guys. But it's going to start with getting a high-quality start on Sunday, whoever that is, and then piecing it together.
Okay, Matthew.
Matt Tallery from World Baseball Network. Coach, being undefeated, non-conference play during the regular season, now it's a new element being here in Omaha. What's just the adjustment for you guys to just minimize certain innings out of the bullpen on Sunday?
I don't think there's an adjustment. I mean, we're gonna do, what we have done all year long, and that's why, Jake Berry was in the game at the end of the game. And so, what I think is really important that you don't change things much when you get to this point. You got to, as Griff said, ride with the guys that got you to this point. So, we won't do anything different. Certainly Jake Berry threw a lot of pitches, so he won't be available on Sunday. But, we got plenty of guys that we have a lot of confidence in to finish a game.